Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Kelton Under Pressure. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, helps the channel out a bunch. I want to talk about value. I feel like I've preached this enough times already, but I was just having a conversation with another business owner, and it's just so apparent that people have a problem with value, with charging for value, because it's really hard to identify what creates value and what the price should be around value. Now, I have somebody that I've grown very close to that is doing all of my marketing for me. She has started her own marketing business. She left the business that she had doing marketing for another company, and she started out on her own. And I will tell you that whenever you own a business and you're trying to go out there and create something that provides for your family, knowing how to charge is one of the biggest obstacles that you will ever overcome. A lot of that too also comes from the fact that you're not going to know how to charge, but then also there's almost a moral confliction that a lot of us will experience with thinking that we don't want to overcharge. There's a fear, we have a greater fear of overcharging than we do of underbidding, which is just wild to me, and that's completely backwards. Because the thing is a lot of us are good people, and we feel that if we're charging somebody too much because we want to help the world, we want to help push the world forward through the services that we're offering, we feel like if we're charging too much, we're not going to be able to help as many people, and that would be backwards. Here's the thing, if you do not charge enough for your services, if you do not charge enough for your business, you're letting every one of your customers down, because you will not stay in business long enough to actually be able to help that customer in the long term. She has started her own marketing business, and she is a fantastic human being. She's a wonderful person, but she doesn't want to take advantage of anybody. And that's the thing, is if you feel like you're taking advantage of somebody, it's because you do not understand the level of value that you're providing. And if you feel like you are taking advantage of somebody, then maybe you should increase the value of the service that you're providing. So when somebody comes to me and they're doing my marketing and they take the time to write up all of these emails and stuff for me that I can use to start my own marketing campaign, and they only charge me $100 for it. Now that $100 might have been the time that it took her to write those emails for me, and that's fine, but that does not truly encompass the amount of time and effort that it took, the amount of value that she added. She took so much time to do her homework, to do her research, to build a relationship with me, to learn about my business, to be able to give my business a voice through a medium that she exercises and that she knows all too well that I'm not proficient at. She found a way to give my business a voice through those emails, and that far exceeds the $100 that she would have charged me for those emails. Okay? The value that she gave me is above and beyond what she charged me. And as a business owner, if you are not charging for that value, you will not last as a business owner. I appreciate her. I appreciate all the respect that she shows me by taking the time to learn the ins and outs of my business, to give my business a voice. And I appreciate the relationship that I have with her, to want to have a vested interest in my business to help me grow. So I in return have a vested interest in her business. I want to see her stick around. She's fantastic at what she does. But if she does not realize the value that she offers, she'll never charge for it. And she's going to let me down. She's going to let her other customers down, because she's not going to be able to turn a profit. She's not going to be able to provide for her family. She's going to have it's going to affect her entire life. You don't understand. Value adds value to your life. When you start charging appropriately for the services that you're providing, the quality of the work that you do increases exponentially. It's hard to do good work if you're not charging appropriately. If you're upset because you underbid something, you will not provide top quality service. There's no way. You can't do it, because it's going to distract you too much from the work that you're doing. You're being pulled away from your family to provide that service, and if you're not making a profit on it, it's not even worth the time and effort to do it. It's going to cause doubt within yourself. It's going to cause doubt within your marital relationship. You're spending time away from your spouse. You're spending time away from your kids. You are not contributing. The time that you are working on your business, you are not actively participating and contributing to your family during that time, whether you like it or not. Yes, you're bringing home a paycheck, but you are not having conversations with your spouse. You are not building a relationship with your children. You are not playing with them. You're not engaging in activities. That time is extremely valuable. So what is the value of your time? What is the value of having a business? What is the goal for you even starting your business? Because if the goal for you to start your business is to contribute to your family, how are you contributing to your family if you do not charge appropriately? It does not make you a bad person to not charge more, okay? It actually probably makes you a worse person because you're not charging more, because again, it lets down your customers, it lets down your family, it lets down your spouse, it lets down your kids, it lets down the friendships that you have that you no longer have time for because you're busy trying to grow a business that is suffering and struggling. Start realizing the amount of value that you have and the amount of value that you're giving people, okay? The relationships that you build with the people that you're serving, that is value. Being an ear for somebody to bend whenever things are hard. I cannot tell you how many times I've been at a customer's house where things have been hard for them, and I was the only person that they could confide in. I was a warm body, and I was an ear to bend that they could talk to, and I could stand there and I could actually be empathetic and I could let them feel fully heard because I'm adding value to that client. I'm building a relationship with them, and a relationship that they would like to see continue. And if I do not charge appropriately, guess what? If that was the only person that ever actually made that individual feel heard, but I don't charge appropriately and I go out of business, I have let them down, okay? If I don't charge appropriately and I'm gone all day long and I cannot pay my bills, I have let my family down. You know, if I'm out there all day long and I'm not home contributing for my family and I'm not spending time with my kids, I'm letting them down. The value of your service, I cannot preach that enough. The value of your service is so important, okay? God gave all of us incredible powers, gifts, and abilities to use to help the people around us, okay? And our compensation, our reward for those good deeds that we're doing just happens to be money. So if you have a poor relationship with money, you probably have a poor relationship with your Creator. I'm just going to say that. God created these things, and that is the system that is created to allow us to continue the good works and the good deeds that He wants us to do. You know, yes, money is such a hard topic for so many people because people don't have money. I don't really have money. I don't have a great relationship with money, but I also understand that if I do not have money, I cannot help people. Money makes you more of who you are, okay? If you are a giving person, how many more people can you give and help if you actually charge the value of the services that you're offering? Charging more allows you to be more of who you are. So if you're a good person and you're not charging people, you're letting yourself down. You're not using God's gifts and abilities, and you're denying the ability for people to give back to you as well. If you're not willing to receive money for the services that you offer, then you are in fact insulting the person that you're doing that work for, okay? Realize the value of the service that you have. Please, 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 please understand that if you do not charge appropriately, if you do not charge more, then you are only letting yourself down. You're letting your clients down. You're letting your family down. If you want to grow a business, add value, charge for value, receive payment for that value, and then that way everybody wins. You're able to contribute to so many people. Anyways, this is run on long enough, but please, if you're struggling with feeling like it makes you a bad person to charge more, do not. That is not. You should feel bad for putting yourself out and putting your family out because you're not charging more. You're not hurting anybody else but yourself, okay? Love you guys. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully that adds more value to you as well. So if it has, or you guys are struggling with that, please leave some comments for me. I'd love to talk to you guys about that. You know, it's a hard battle to overcome, but I think we'll get through it. See y'all.